Hello, good evening, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode. And in this one, we will be doing the preview for the 200 meters for both men and women. This is expected to take place tomorrow morning, bright and early. And I hope you join us as we will be providing comprehensive coverage of everything that will be happening. All right. So, big shout out to everyone who's tuned in. This live stream will be just about 30 minutes thereabout. We will do a quick run through just to avoid doing it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, we will be here. We will be doing the watch along for the 200 meters. We will also, we'll be doing the watch along for the 200 meters. What else do we have on the card? Yeah, I think that's it. See full timetable. Watch along for the 200 meters. We'll be doing the 400-meter hurdles semifinals, and those will be the two streams that we'll be doing tomorrow morning. So if you haven't done so as yet, turn notification on. That way, as soon as we go live tomorrow, you are notified. All right. The 200 meters, massive event for Jamaica over the years for both men and women. We've seen Sharika Jackson, we've seen Elaine Thompson Hera, both do big things for Jamaica. We've also seen Usain Bolt year on top of year on top of year, delivering. Johan Blake was very strong over 200 meters as well. I think the past couple of years we have dropped our heads somewhat because Andrew Hudson was the national champion a couple of years back, and he didn't really deliver any. I think he was good, but the Jamaicans were spoiled, put it that way. So on the big stage when it mattered most, we didn't receive anything from our national champion that time around. And again, I think as far as expectations go, that was one of the times when we didn't really have high expectations. But regardless, we're not really here to dwell on that, just to provide you with a little bit of context as to what's been happening. So shout out, big up yourself, Fran Neptune, always here with us. We have almost 100 folks on the live stream. Please ensure you're smashing the like button. This is just a preview. Tomorrow morning, we will be back bright and early to do our watch along or live watch along coverage of the 200 meters. We will be having the 400-meter live stream tomorrow as well, so you cannot afford to miss out on that. So, yeah, I don't think I'll even go any further. Brian Lavelle is the standout Jamaican that we're looking to see over 200 meters. He's been brilliant this season, being coached by Shaniki Osborne, who was also the coach of Elaine Thompson Hera when she did all the big things. But we know it doesn't usually always work where the same coach going over to coach someone else yields same results. But this time around, we're seeing Brian Lavelle putting on some big times, sometimes that all the Jamaicans are impressed with so far. So I'm going to be sharing my screen now. We're going to go through the starters list. At 6:30 tomorrow morning, we have the women's 6:30 tomorrow morning, we have the women's 200 meters, and I'll be going through the names one by one. We'll provide some information on each of them, and then we'll do the male equivalent, and then afterwards we'll just call it that, right? Yeah, I think that should be okay. I think that should be okay for tonight. I think that should be okay for tonight. If you can see my screen, please let me know. If you can see my screen, please let me know in the comment section. We will be doing a quick run through of who the starters are in the 200 meters for women, and then we will go through the 200 meters for men. Then we'll wrap it up. For the live stream tomorrow morning, we will be running a poll straight off the bat to hear what your thoughts are as well, who you have finishing and who basically going all the way. Obviously, the the finals won't be tomorrow morning. The 200 meters finals will take place on Friday morning, I believe it is. Friday morning, yep. It will take place on Friday morning. All right, someone said it's too small. Don't worry. Let's see if we can get it a little bit zoomed in. Hold on, I'm gonna try and get a better view for you. Don't worry yourself. Let's try getting a better view. See timetable. All right, we're gonna try and get a better view. We will try getting a better view. Said too small. We'll fix it. Live. So these were the results from today. Scroll down a little bit more. Let me know if that's a little bit better, or if it's the same thing. No medal for Noah in the 200 meters. You feel so? I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't go as far. But I'll hold you to it, Frank. I'll hold you to it. I will hold you to it. No medals for Noah, you said. So whatever you say, we're working with that, eh? All right. So the 200 meters, looks like we're just gonna have to work with the one that we had. As the events get closer, then they provide a different view. They allow you to. Let me see how this one looks. Yeah, I think I can do this one. I can work with this one. I think I should be able to work with this one. Yeah. No, can't work with this one. This one, not cutting it. Let's zoom it out a little bit more and then get it back where we had it before. I think we can work with it. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, getting over to the heats, this is the 200 meters for women. The 200 meters for women, we will get it a little bit bigger on the screen here. Let's do it like that one. Yeah. I think that makes more sense. Yeah. Let me see what this one looks like. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, that one can work too. Or was that the one we had before? I think that was the one we had before. All right, let's give it this one. Yeah. Yeah, this should be good. All right, so these are the starters on your screen from heat number 1. This is a women's 200 meters. This is a women's 200 meters start list. Remember, the first 3 of each heat plus the 6 fastest times will qualify. What that means is even if you finish 4th in your race, you may very well miss out because your time is not fast enough. Having said that, the athletes will need to put on their best performance to ensure that they secure one of those 6 places that are up for grabs. A lot of the names that you'll be seeing in these heats, they're names that we've seen already at these championships in the 100 meters. And let's get straight down to it. Jacqueline Madogo out of Canada with a personal best of 22.58 and a season's best of 23.15. Marie-Josée Toulouse-Smith 22.08 is her personal best over the distance. And Marie-Josée, she's already competed in the finals of the 100 meters, and she's here again. We have Polyniki out of Greece. 22.97 is the best she's registered so far this season. Then we have Takacs, who too we saw in the 100 meters. Gabrielle Matthews, the Jamaican, first time we're seeing her at these championships. 22.59 is the fastest she's gone this season. It's also her personal best. Continuing, we have Fatuma Konde out of Guinea. We have Anavia Battle out of the United States, 21.95, her personal best. She's ranked number 5 in the world this year. Veronica Pereira out of Singapore runs out of lane number 9. So, as you can see there, the names you are familiar with, expect them to do well. Jamaica's Gabrielle Matthews, she will be placed in lane number 6. Let's see if she can make it through to the next round. So, Sharika Jackson did not compete at the national championship in Kingston because she's the reigning world champion, and she has that automatic spot. Continuing, we have Olivia Fotopoulou, 22.90. We have Jessica Bianca Wesley, the German, in lane 3, sorry. Maria Carmona, Nicaragua, is in lane 4. Jessica Bai out of Ivory Coast. We've seen her so often. Thelma Davis out of Liberia. We've seen her in the 100 meters already. Melissa Jefferson Wooden, the 100-meter world champion. She is back for the double. 21.84, the fastest that she's gone over the distance. And she's ranked number 12 in the world when it comes down to the 200 meters. Unlike the 100 meters where as soon as you saw her, you're like, okay, she has this one covered. She is the fastest over the distance. The 200 meters is a little bit different. Athletes have to practice and practice and practice how to maneuver that curve, because if they get it wrong, it may very well be the difference between them finishing first and at the back of the pack. We have Mia Gross out of Australia, running out of lane number 8. And then in lane number 9, we have Helene Parisot out of France. Continuing, this is heat number 3. Beyonce De Freitas out of British Virgin Islands is in 2. Ashanti Moore, the Jamaican, she didn't secure the qualifying time at the national championship. So she's a Jamaican national champion, but she didn't secure the qualifying time for the world championship at the national championships. So just to give you an idea of how fast she can actually go, I think she's already peaked at 22.31, but I could be wrong. I hope I am wrong. Let's see if she can go faster than that at these championships. But Ashanti Moore, the Jamaican, 22.31. She's ranked 16 in the world. Expect her to progress through to the semi-final round, but don't really get your expectation up too much as far as getting on the podium is concerned. That's just me being frank. We have Lirani Alonso out of Dominica. She has 22.69 as her personal best. Sophia Junk, Germany, and Christy Edwards lines up next to her representing Australia. Mackenzie Long, also someone who's been here a number of times, 21.83 is her personal best. 21.93 is her season's best. We have Silva, Aline Silva out of Bolivia, is in lane number 8, and Julia Henriksen runs out of lane number 9, personal best of 22.69. Anyway, continuing, this is heat number 4. Let's check over in the comment section to see what the folks are up to, and then we will continue on to heat number 4. Comment section, folks are there? Are you there? When is the 200-meter heat? So tomorrow morning is the 200-meter heat. Tomorrow morning, the 200-meter heat, tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. MJ can't stop MJ. Everybody ducking smoke. So tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m., we will have the 200-meter heats for women. Folks, please ensure you're liking the video. There are 300 of you on here. Please ensure you're liking the video. Um, if you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, please do so right now. This is a preview for the 200 meters that's happening tomorrow morning. We have the 200-meter heats. We'll be covering the male and the female 200-meter heats. Afterwards, we'll be doing the 400-meter hurdles semifinals, and then we will call it a morning. We'll be doing 2 live streams tomorrow. Usually it's about 3 or so, but we're doing 2 live streams tomorrow morning. One that will cover both the 200-meter and the 200-meter for male and the 200-meter for female. And then we'll do the second one, which will cover the 400-meter hurdles for both male and female. So look out for those. Turn notification on. Turn the notification on. Anyway, back over to the action. This is heat number 4. We have Delia Kadari out of Italy. Brittany Brown, the American, ranked number 1 in the world this year. 21.90 is her personal best. Anthonique Strawn out of Bahamas. Usually Anthonique is here. She's a regular in the 200 meters. So is Daryl Nita. She's gotten on top of the podium before, so don't be surprised if she is very close to it once more. Yutin Li out of China runs out of lane number 6. Nora Lindahl representing Sweden, she runs out of lane number 7, and she has a season's best of 22.90, ranked 48 in the world this year. Now, as far as rankings go, folks, I want you to pay keen attention to this piece of information, because a lot of the times folks see the ranking and they get a bit carried away. The rankings can be misleading, because depending on how much competition these athletes have had for the year, the rankings will reflect accordingly. So you may see an athlete that's ranked, maybe 5th in the world, and then you see another one who's ranked maybe 30 or 20 something, but the personal best or the season's best, they may differ significantly. So it's depending on the competition that these athletes have had for the year, and as such, the rankings are updated accordingly. Okay, so each month or what have you, the rankings adjust, and then they're reflected on there. Okay. Anyway, we have Leah Bertrand out of Trinidad and Tobago running out of lane number 8 with a personal and a season's best of 22.54. She's ranked 70. And then we have Leonie Pointet out of Switzerland. Switzerland's seen Ditaji Kambunji secure gold in the 100-meter hurdles. She'll be looking to get at least close to what her countrywoman registered yesterday. Now it's over to heat number 5. Heat number 5, in case you're just joining us, the first 3 qualify automatically, and then the next 6 best times will advance through to the semi-final round. This is heat number 5. So Gabriela Suarez out of Ecuador, she runs out of lane number 2. And Kivikas, Estonia, she's in lane number 3. In 4, we have Ido. In 5, Amy Hunt out of Great Britain. 6, Vervet out of Belgium. Batsola, we've seen her before, representing Portugal. She was in the 100 meters as well. The Canadian Audrey Leduc is running out of lane number 8. And in lane number 9, with a personal best of 21.41, we have Jamaica's Sharika Jackson. Season's best, 22.17 for Sharika. But again, she hasn't had too many 200-meter runs this year. So you can see over here the ranking. There isn't a ranking there. Okay, so Sharika Jackson is running out of heat number 5. In case you're looking to watch that one, it should kick off at 6:58 a.m. So Sharika's heat should start at 6:58 a.m. This is the final heat on the female side. We have Mabundu Kone out of Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire, Vittoria Fontana out of Italy, Miriam Sanchez, the Mexican, with a personal best of 22.60. She runs out of lane number 4. Jel Bestui, Spanish athlete. They're always competitive. Ranked number 11, 22.19 is her personal and her season's best. So she's having the season of her life, really. We have Van Hoenenstein out of the Netherlands. She runs out of lane number 6. Dina Asher-Smith, half of the fantastic duo, or the dynamic duo, Dina Asher-Smith. Dina Asher-Smith, half of the fantastic duo. 21.88. She's ranked number 4 in the world. She's ranked number 4 in the world. We spoke about Daryl Nita a little bit earlier. Dina Asher-Smith, top competitor as well. Tori Lewis represents Australia. She runs out of lane number 8. And Yuji Chen is in lane number 9. So these are the starters for heat number 6. And heat number 6 is the final heat for the females. It is expected to begin at 7:05 a.m. tomorrow morning. So 7:05 a.m. tomorrow morning, heat number 6, the final heat, is expected to kick off. So Dina Asher-Smith and Sharika Jackson, both of their heats happening back to back. So Sharika in 5, Dina Asher-Smith in 6. We expect those two to advance, Brittany Brown and Anthony Strawn. So Brittany Brown, Anthony Strawn, and Daryl Nita, I think, will advance from heat number 3 automatically. That is heat number 4. Heat number yeah, that was from heat number 4. From heat number 3, we have Mackenzie Long going through. I'm going to squeeze in Ashanti Moore, as I said before. Jessica Bai will advance. So will Thelma Davis and Melissa Jefferson Wooden. And Avia Battle will advance as the winner from heat number 1, in my opinion. So we're continuing over to the male starters. The male 200 meters, that will begin at 7:15 a.m. So 7:15 a.m. tomorrow morning. 7:15 a.m. tomorrow morning, the males will begin their quest for 200 meter. Melissa won, yeah? Dina Asher-Smith should watch from the studs. All right, Saskia, big up yourself. Big up everybody in the comment section. If you're just joining us, like, I'm not checking the comments when I'm going through. So if you don't see me, address your comments immediately. That's because the comment section isn't on the screen when I'm going through. All right. So I'll check back in a second. Anyway, heat number 1 for the males, we have Caleb Law, the Australian, in lane number 2. Wade Van Niekerk, South African, 19.84, his personal best. Alexander Ogando, also always here. Robert Gregory is running out of lane number 5. Shota Izuka is in 6. Toby Harris in 7. Henrik Larsson is in 8. And Timothy, the Swiss athlete, is in 9. So Ogando, Van Niekerk, and Gregory, in no particular order from that one. And we're talking about the automatical qualifiers. All right, the automatic qualifiers, those are the ones we're addressing. So Gediminas. Okay, Gediminas. We're gonna call Gediminas is running out of 2. Aaron Brown, the Canadian, is in 3. Eseme out of Cameroon is in 4. In 5, we have Ryan Zeze out of France. Makarau out of Zimbabwe is in 6. Adrian Carr out of Jamaica is in 7. Aiden Murphy in 8. And Courtney Lindsay is in 9. 19.71 is Lindsay's personal best. A few athletes in this heat have dipped below 20 seconds, but they'll need to have big races if they are to get on top of the podium, because none of those personal bests will win here at the World Championship. Anyway, continuing, we have Atafi in lane number 1. In 2, Onwuzurike out of Nigeria, ranked 30 in the world, 19.76 is his personal best. Next to him, we have Kenneth Bednarek, Kung Fu Kenny, as he's famously called. He's tired of coming second. That's what he said. Let's see if he will go all the way this time around and secure the gold medal. He's ranked 3rd in the world over the distance. Kenny Bednarek, he's been here quite a few times. Again, tired of being second place. He will need to put in some extra effort, if it's there, to ensure that he gets on top of the podium come final day. But Jerome Blake lines up next to him, the Canadian, 19.95, his personal best and his season's best, so having the season of his life so far. India is represented by Kujur, who runs out of lane number 5. In 6, we have William Race, the Swiss athlete. Dambile is in 7, representing South Africa. Ko and Mizukubo, representing Korea and Japan, run out of lane number 8 and 9, respectively. So big up to everybody who is here. We're just about midway through the 200 meters for men. The preview, we're going through who the starters are, when the heats will happen. So if you have a particular athlete who is your favorite and you want to watch them, you'll know what time to start tuning in. So 7:36 tomorrow morning, we have heat number 4, and these are the starters in heat number 4. Cesar Almiron out of Paraguay runs out of lane number 1. Ian Kerr out representing Bahamas in 2. Good to see Christopher Taylor competing at the World Championship in the 200 meters. 20.28 is Cubby's personal best. Andre de Grasse missed out in the 100 meters. Let's see if he will make up for that in the 200 meters. 19.62, Andre de Grasse representing the Maple Leaf of Canada. Next to him, the reigning champ, Noah Lyles, 19.31 is his personal best. His season's best, 19.63 seconds. Expect Noah Lyles to be in the final. He doesn't play around when it comes down to these. True competitor, serial winner. He wants to win every time. Noah Lyles will be ensuring that he finishes first or at least second in the first race here. We have Desalu, Italy, in lane number 6. Zarniel Hughes is in 7. The Brit athlete with a personal best of 19.73, ranked 25th in the world this year. He's next to Joseph Fambule out of Liberia. He trains in the United States. 19.83 for Joseph Fambule. Again, a regular in the 200 meters at these championships, at the Olympics. You name it, Joseph is more often than not there. We have Hakim Marufu next up with 20.52 as his personal best, running out of lane number 9. Now we're over to heat number 5, which will begin at 7:43, and these are your starters. We have Omar Simpson in 1. Nemec out of Czech Republic is in 2. Tuna is in 3. Ibrahim Fuseni, representing Ghana, is in 4. Charamba, Zimbabwe, is in 5. Afrifa is in 6. He represents Israel, 19.96 personal best, ranked 34 in the world this year. Brian Lavelle, the Jamaican, 19.69 personal and season's best. Few athletes we've spoken about so far in this one who are having the season of their lives. Brian Lavelle is one of those. Next to Brian Lavelle, we have the teenage standout, the teenage phenom, Goat, representing Australia. Still very young, so expect him to be at a number of world championships and Olympics in the future. Similar case to what we spoke about when we spoke about Letsile Tebogo a couple of years ago, when he was a teenager and competing at the World Championship. Folks were talking this youngster crazy stuff. He left the Senior World Championship and went to the Junior World Championship because I think one finished before the other, and he went on to dominate. So let's see Tobago. He will be lining up. Well, we've seen him line up so far. He false started in the 100-meter final, but I'm sure if he is fit, if he's lining up in heat number 6, expect something big. So Name Jack out of South Africa is in lane number 9. 20.13 is his personal best. So continuing, Antigua and Barbuda in lane number 1. 20.67 Darian Skerritt. Jose Figueroa representing Puerto Rico is in lane number 2, and this is the final heat for the men's 200 meters. It begins at 7:50 a.m. Toa Ozawa representing Japan is in 3. Filippo Tartu, 2010 personal best. He runs out of lane number 4. In 5, we have Feliz out of Dominica. Nagiev, Azerbaijan, is in 6. Kroll, British Virgin Islands, is in 7. We have Xavi, the Netherlands, is in 8 with a personal and the season's best of 20.01, continuing the narrative of athletes having the season of their lives. And the world number 1 ranked runs out of lane number 9. Letsile Tobago, world number 1 ranked, the Olympic champion, he runs out of lane number 9 with 19.46 seconds as his personal best. 19.76 is the fastest he's gone this season. Let's see if Letsile Tobago will be bettering that personal or the season's best, whichever one. Either one, I think most of the fans will be satisfied with a big performance from Tobago. Botswana, they've been doing well. Their track program is the, the track program is definitely one to admire. The 400-meter athletes for Botswana, they have impressed. They have impressed. I was I was impressed by them, having seen them in the heats and in the semi-final as well. All right, now let's check over in the comment section to see. Let's check over in the comment section to see what folks are saying. People expecting Brian Lavelle to medal. Kenny like a stopwatch, only seconds. Darn it. Darn it. Good morning. Bless up, Darn it. We're doing 2 live streams tomorrow. One will start at 6, and the second one probably at maybe 7:30-ish. Yeah, 6 for the first one, and the second one at 8. Yeah, second one we can start the second one at 8. We'll start one at 6 and then the second one at 8, or one at maybe 6:15. Yeah, 6:15. Because what will happen is we're doing 2 on 1. We're doing 2 on 1, or maybe we just split it. Maybe we split the heats. Maybe we do the women's on 1 and the males on 1. I haven't decided as yet, but I may very well do just that, because folks who want to watch it back, I want to make it easier for them. All right, so yeah, we have the 400 meters for men going up until the 200 meters for men, sorry, going up until 8:50 a.m. 8:50 a.m. is when that ends. And then we have the 400-meter hurdles semifinal. So the 400-meter hurdles semifinal number 3 ends at 8:19, and this is for the women. And then on the male side, semifinal number 3 ends at 8:46. So Rashawn Clark competing here for Jamaica. You see, I planned on doing just the heats, a preview of the heats, but now we're over to the 400-meter semifinal. So while we're at it, let me just run through it for everybody since you're already here. All right, so in semifinal number 1, the starters on your screen: Adekoya out of Bahrain, Kokoit, Belgium, Sartori out of Italy, Zapaletova, Slovakia, runs out of lane number 5. Jamaica's Anjanette Knight is in lane number 4. Jasmine Jones and Gianna Woodruff, both of them flank her, and we have JD Moe representing China. So this is the 400-meter hurdles, people, and we know who the favorites are for the 400-meter hurdles. Uh, Anjanette Knight for Jamaica is the only representative for Jamaica in the 400-meter hurdles semifinal. So we have Tia Adana Bell, Barbados, Sarah Carley, Australia. Let's jump down to the the favorites. We have Femke Boll and Dalila Mohammed running out of 6 and 7. Folorunzo, Italy, is in 5. Van der Broek, Belgium, is in 4. Emily Newman runs out of 3. And Elena Keleti is in lane number 9. This is heat number 3. Oh, we have Cheyenne Salmon as well. I didn't even remember her. In lane number 9, we have Amali Ewell. Norway, Anna Cockrell looked good in qualifying. She'll be running next to Jamaica's Cheyenne Salmon in lane number 7. Alice Muraro is in 6. Fatumata Diallo, Portugal, is in 5. Daniela Ledeca, Slovakia, she's in 4, ranked 27th in the world. We have Van der Vault, 53.90, her personal best. She represents South Africa, and she's running out of lane number 3. And then in lane number 2, we have Eileen Demesch representing Germany, personal and season's best, 54.29 seconds. On the male side, these are the starters on your screen. In heat number 1, we have the world number 1 ranked. And remember, he didn't win his heat, but thankfully the heats aren't what the champions are determined by. So Matic Gucek, Slovakia, is in lane number 2. Kemarina Tisang, Botswana, is in 3. Varholm, Carson Varholm, you've heard the name before. He runs out of lane number 4. Emil Ajikom, Germany, is in 5. Chris Robinson is in 6. Tyree Donovan is in 7. And Aderaman Samba is in 8. Viana, out of Brazil, runs out of lane number 9. Femke Bol will win the 400-meter hurdles. Well, let's see. Let's see what Femke Bol has in store for us. So Oscar Edlund, the Swede, runs out of lane number 2. Mukobi, Kenya, is in 3. Malik James King, one of Jamaica's first qualifiers into the semifinal round for the 400-meter hurdles, he runs out of lane number 4. We have Caleb Dean in 5. Ishmael Abakar, Qatar, is in 6. Matthias Lima, Brazil, 48.08, his personal best. He's 6th in the world this year. He runs out of 7. Ezekiel Daniel, 47.31. He's in 8. And we have Breholz, Germany, in lane number 9. So we have the world 5th and 6th ranked athletes taking to the track in this one. Few athletes here have dipped below 48 seconds. Let's see what they have in store for us tomorrow. The first 2 from each heat will qualify automatically, and then the next 2 fastest times will progress through to the finals. This is semifinal number 3, which is expected to begin at 8:46 a.m. Rashawn Clark runs out of 2. We have Alistair Chalmers, Great Britain, in 3. Gerald Drummond, Costa Rica, is in 4. Personal best of 48.11. Season's best 48.81. Reed Benjamin, one of the favorites to win this one outright, 46.17 is his personal best. He looked brilliant in the heat. Let's see what he has for us in the semi-final. Didn't even break a sweat in the heat, might I add. Next to him, we have one of the other favorites, Alison Dos Santos, 46.29 is his personal best. So far this season, he's only managed 46.65 seconds. Basim Hemeda is in lane number 7 representing Qatar. I must add that the Qatar athletes, they've looked impressive as well. So the Qatar athletes, they looked good. So did the Botswana 400-meter athletes. So big up Botswana, big up Qatar, ruffling some feathers here at the World Athletics Championship. Victor N. Tweng in lane number 8, 48.54 season and personal best. And then in lane number 9, we have Burke Akcham representing Turkey with a personal best of 48.14. So those are the starters for the events that will be happening tomorrow morning. As I mentioned, we have the 200 meters for women, 200 meters for men, and then the same thing, 400-meter hurdles for both male and females, or for both women and men. We will be streaming tomorrow morning bright and early, and I hope you folks join us then. If you haven't done so, please remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV. We're going to leave it at that for now. You can keep the comments coming in. Let us know who you have winning the 200 meters outright. We will be doing a preview for the 200 meters final as well, so you can look out for that. Probably will be a shorter video, but again, look out for that, turn notification on. That way, as soon as we drop the video, you are notified. But Halftime TV here saying, go ahead and get your rest, because I expect to see you at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning as we begin our coverage. All right. Peace out. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe.